Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. So I hope that everything is well with you. Who talks to you? Mr. Daniel Pozo Mieles, your English teacher. Okay, students, in this moment, I am sharing with you my screen. We will continue emphasizing on modal verbs usage. Remember the last class we were checking, the last week we were checking modal verbs in order to talk about probabilities in the future, in the present, and in the past. And remember the differences. Remember the differences between the structure that we use, okay? Okay, students, we start. As you can see here, we have can, can't, we use must and mustn't. Now we are going to check which is the use that we give to each of them. Let's start with our presentation. Okay, we have can in order to ask for permission, in order to make an offer, and to give or make for a request. Okay, for permissions, everybody know what's permission, permisos. When you need to go to any place, when you need to do something, you're going to use can. As you know, the verb can, the translation is poder, but in Spanish you conjugate with the different personal pronouns. Yo puedo, tú puedes, él puede, ella puede. But in questions, we're going to formulate permissions in a question form, okay? So we have here, can I go to the bathroom, please? That is a permission that you are asking. Can I go to the bathroom, please? Okay. Another example, can I go out to the party tonight, mommy? When you are asking to your mother for a permission, some friends have invited you to a party and you need to ask for permission to your parents. So you're going to say to your daddy or to your mommy, your mother or your father, you're going to ask for you ask for permission to them. So you are going to say, daddy, mother, can you give me permission to go to the party, or can I go to the party? This is a permission. What kind of other permissions? For example, when we arrive late to classes and we say to the teacher, can I come in, teacher? ¿Puedo entrar, profesor, cuando llegaban tarde a la clase? Entonces ustedes piden permiso. Hay otras que no lo pedían, entraban como Juan por su casa. Pero bueno, ya depende de la cultura y la educación que cada uno demuestre donde sea que se desplaza. Recuerde que como te ven, te tratan. Entonces, si tú respondes de una forma educada, pues serás tratado como tal. Sin embargo, pues bueno, eso sucede en la mayoría de los lugares. De parte de mí como docente, pues hay que mantener la cordura y pues hay ciertas personas que no se portan tan bien. Sin embargo, estamos para construir, no para destruir. Entonces se le enseña, porque si no le han enseñado en casa modales, pues igual aquí estamos nosotros, nuestra humilde misión en este mundo para enseñarles. Entonces, siempre que lleguemos tarde a un lugar, no interrumpamos, sino que tratemos de la mejor manera solicitar permiso para poder ingresar y no entrar como que, porque es desagradable que te interrumpan. ¿Okay? Entonces, aprenda eso, a pedir permisos, así sea su casa, pida permiso, ¿sí? Mamá, puedo hacer esto, papá, puedo hacer lo otro, cuando usted sabe que tiene que hacer. So that is a permission. An offer, ofertas, ofertones. No, cuando nosotros hacemos una oferta, ¿sí? Can I help you? ¿Puedo ayudarte? Can I carry on your bags? ¿Puedo cargar tus maletas? Por ejemplo, en el aeropuerto o cuando usted va con su novia por la calle. Can I carry out your bag? ¿Puedo cargar tu maleta, mochila? Okay. So in this case, we're going to use can. Can I help you? In this case, puedo ayudarte. That is an offer. Request. Can you lend me some money, please? Request. So when we request something, cuando pedimos algo a alguien, ¿sí? En este caso estamos pidiendo algo, no pidiendo permiso, sino que estamos pidiendo algo que se nos dé. Can you lend me some money, please? ¿Puedes prestarme algo de dinero? Can you lend me some money? Can you borrow me your book? I forgot mine. Can you borrow me your book? Olvidé mi libro, ¿puedes prestarme el tuyo? That is a request, students. In this case, we are going to use can. Okay? We are going to use can. Next, for prohibitions, we are going to use the negative form of can. That is cannot, or the contraction that is can. So sorry for the noise. Let me turn off my microphone a little bit moment. Ok, chicos, esta es la hora de los vendedores, entonces apagué un ratito mi cámara por aquí, mi micrófono. Can't for prohibition. Remember that can't is the abbreviation, is a contraction of cannot. So, as you can see there in the picture, we have please speak English. That is an order, right? So is that in the most of cases in English class, teachers ask for that. Please speak English. So you can't speak Spanish in this classroom. You can't speak Spanish in the classroom. It's a prohibition. No smoking, you have a signal, no smoking. They can't smoke inside the hospital. It's a prohibition. They can't smoke inside the hospital. Okay, students? That is the way how we're going to formulate prohibitions in English using cannot or the contraction can't. Okay, continue. So we have the other modal verb must. Must. Remember, this is not must. 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 Remember the correct pronunciation. Must. Must. How we are going to use must? Remember that must means in Spanish deber. That's not the English homework. It is not the very English homework. It is not the verb when cuando le debo a mi compañero $50, $100 y no le pago. No, no es esa deuda, no es deber. No es deber tampoco la tarea. Deber de lo que tú puedes realizar o lo que no puedes realizar. So in this case, we are going to use must in order to talk about obligation in English. Obligation and requirement. Examples that we have here. He must clean his bedroom. As you can see in the picture, it's a totally mess, that bedroom. Clothes by everywhere, garbage by everywhere. So he must clean his bedroom. Él debe limpiar su habitación, debe ordenar su habitación. Requirement. You must have a driver's license, okay? You must have a driver's license. Tú debes tener una licencia, un permiso de conducción, ¿sí? It is necessary, it's an obligation, it's a requirement, es un requisito. When you need to drive a car, you must have a driver's license. Mustn't in the negative form, mustn't, that means a prohibition. So we have, you must not or you mustn't fly with needs and explosive. Entonces usted no puede ingresar, Usted no puede pasar con armas ni explosivos, con cuchillos ni explosivos. So remember that we have in the last slide can't is a prohibition, but must is a stronger prohibition than can't. Okay, must is a stronger prohibition than can't. Is stronger, es más fuerte. Mustn't es algo que realmente no debes hacer. Can't como que te da la opción de que si lo quieres lo haces, si no, no. Pero si alguien te dice mustn't es porque es algo imposible de hacer, no puedes hacerlo. It's a totally prohibition. Okay, in this moment we are going to see this video. Let me share with you the audio. Share computer sound, okay? You are going to see this video in order to... Okay? So let me go back the video. Pay attention, please.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Teacher Ivan channel, where we cover English grammar, unit by unit. Now, since this is an intermediate level lesson, we will not talk about how we can use can't for not having permission to do something or must for obligation. It's simply too simple. We are going to dig deeper and show you some more advanced, but still intermediate, ways of using can't and must. We're going to take a look at when we can use which one and how to use them properly in sentences. Okay, now let's get down to business. Let's take a look at these sentences. Pause the video and, using your own words, try to explain why we used must in one example and can't in the other one. Okay, now let's see if your answers are the same as mine. In the first sentence, we know that formulas are very noisy, and from that we can conclude that it's a noisy job. Therefore, we can say that we use must to say that we believe that something is certain. In the second example, we can assume that people are normally not hungry just after they've had a meal. So, we can say that we use modal verb can't when we can't believe that something is possible. Or, to put it differently, that we believe that something is impossible. And now, I would like to draw your attention to the words that follow must and can't. In the first example, we have the verb to be, but in its bare infinitive form. That means that it's so basic that it doesn't have the marker to in front of it. Also, try remembering the whole phrase as is, because saying something like, "it must to be very noisy," is a big no-no. A lot of students tend to make that mistake. But you're better than that. I believe in you. Also, after the verb to be, we have an adjective. You will see why that's important in a jiffy. In the second example, we can see that we again have a bare infinitive form of the verb to be, followed by an adjective. Even though we have a lot of sentences where these modal verbs are followed by the bare infinitive form of the verb to be, it's not always the case. Both must and can't are in most cases followed by be plus an adjective, like tired, hungry, or sometimes even a phrase like at work. They can also be followed by be plus ing, like joking, going, doing, etc. Or verbs like do, get, know, have, etc. Now, I would like to see your own examples in the comment section of this video, so go ahead and pitch your ideas. Now, if we want to use these modal verbs in past tense, we need to change them a little. Stop the video and try to fill the gaps on your own. Let's see if you were right. I lost one of my gloves. You must have dropped it somewhere. He ran into a closed door. He can't have been looking where he was going. As you can see here, the structure is a bit different. Both must and can't were followed by have. And then in the first example, we have past tense of the verb to drop. In the second example, we have been, which is the past participle form of the verb to be. Now, if you remember, to be is an irregular verb that changes like so. To be, was, were, been. Of course, these examples are not the only ways you can follow modal verbs can't and must. They can be followed by been plus an adjective like asleep, or a phrase at work, or been plus ing like doing or looking, etc. And if you think the second example with can have been looking was too awkward to say, you can always substitute can't with couldn't have. And there you go. Now you know some slightly more advanced ways of using can't and must. And that means that it's time for me to say, congratulations, you survived another lesson. Don't forget to do your homework. And also, once you've subscribed, click on the little bell so you always get the notification every time a new video comes out. And of course, if you enjoyed this lesson, feel free to like, share, subscribe, but above all, learn. Bye, guys.
Okay, students, let me go back. After that explanation, I think that you are ready to answer the following exercises. So we have must or mustn't. Task 1, complete a sentence with must or mustn't. Task 2, choose the right alternative. Okay, first of all, we are going to practice with this piece of sheet, with this worksheet, and then we are going to have an individual work which will be sent by WhatsApp group in order to resolve it. Okay, so we have the first. You must or you must fasten your seat belt in the car. In your opinion, what will be placed here, must or mustn't? You're fasten your seat belt in the car. So that is, you must fasten your seat belt in the car. The number 2, he must or mustn't frighten her. Okay, I will share with you another kind of document, or let me continue with the next one. Okay, let me see. Here we have. Okay, this is one activity that you are going to do. This is one activity that you are going to do at the end. Okay, this is one activity that you are going to do at the end. Which is activity? What that consists on? Sorry. Okay, you are going to make some questions. You are going to make some questions using the prompt that you have here. You are going to formulate 10 questions, okay? You are going to ask for permission in 10 questions. Here you have, as you can see, in different columns, a lot of alternatives to formulate a question. For example, you want to go to the toilet. Tú quieres ir al baño. ¿Cuál es el permiso que vas a pedir? Entonces, la actividad consiste en formular 10 preguntas. Vas a tomar de aquí, de este cuadro, de estos cuadros que tienes, de esta tabla, vas a tomar 10 opciones con las que tú te familiarices más. Y vas a formular el permiso, ¿sí? Entonces tenemos, you want to go to the toilet. Tú quieres ir al baño. ¿Cuál es el permiso que vas a realizar? Can I go to the toilet? Can I go to the toilet? Second example, you want to drink some cola. You want to drink some cola. Tú quieres beber algo de cola, ¿sí? Algo de Coca-Cola. Entonces, ¿cuál es el permiso o cuál es el request que vas a realizar? Porque vamos a hablar de permisos y vamos a hablar de request. Request es cuando tú estás pidiendo algo. Entonces, can I or can you give me some soda, some cola? Okay. Remember that you are not obligated to use just the personal pronoun I. You can use can you, can she, can he, can we, can they, okay? So, you want to drink some soda, tú quieres tomar algo de cola, entonces le vas a pedir a alguien cola. Can you give me some soda, please? And by the way, you are requesting something and you are using the modal verb can, okay? Next, you want to borrow a book in the library. Tú quieres prestar un libro en la biblioteca. Entonces, ¿cuál es el request que vas a hacer o cuál es el permiso que vas a... Entonces tú vas a decir, ¿puedo tomar el libro o puedes prestarme el libro por 2 días? Can you borrow me the book for 2 days, please? Entonces, chicos, tomen 10 parámetros de los que tienen aquí en esta tabla. Tomen 10. Tenemos 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 15, hay 30, ustedes van a tomar 10, la que más les guste, con la que más se familiarice y van a tener 10 minutos para resolver esta actividad, chicos, ¿sí? Let me see the time. You are going to have 10 minutes in order to resolve this activity, okay? Okay, let me explain the next activity that you are going to do. Let me explain the next activity. Let me go out here. Déjenme salir de aquí, chicos, y les explico la siguiente actividad que van a realizar. La de aquí no nos vamos a enfocar mucho. Vámonos a la de acá directamente. Can I? Okay. Let me share with you the other PowerPoint presentation. Stop share. Déjenme compartir, chicos, la siguiente diapositiva para explicarles lo que vamos a realizar. Okay. So fast we are going to see this point. Okay. We are going to focus in a different way. We have to, don't have to, must, and mustn't. Entonces, en la anterior estuvimos haciendo énfasis en can, can't. El verbo poder en la forma negativa, en la forma afirmativa y en la forma negativa para pedir permisos, para hacer una oferta, ¿ok? Entonces estábamos viendo, we were checking the verb can in order to ask for something and in order for asking for permission and for making offers and requests. También para ofrecer algo y para pedir algo. Entonces vamos viendo también otros verbos, otros modal verbs que también utilizamos para lo mismo, con diferente intensidad. So we have to, don't have to, the negative form. Must and mustn't. Repito nuevamente el uso de mustn't. Okay, we have must and mustn't. She must tidy her room before she goes out. She must tidy her room before she goes out. Okay, ella debe limpiar, ella debe ordenar su habitación después, antes de que salga, ¿sí? Antes de que salga. A prohibition y the negative form, you mustn't smoke in class. Entonces recuerden, must para permisos, para obligaciones, perdón. Must para obligaciones, algo que obligatoriamente tienes que hacer. You must, in the negative form, you mustn't smoke in class. Tú no debes fumar en clase, ¿sí? Recuerde que es el verbo deber. You mustn't smoke in class. You must study English. Tú debes estudiar inglés. Use must plus infinitive to talk about rules and obligations. Here we have the general rule. Use mustn't plus infinitive to say something is prohibited. ¿Ok? Para decir que algo es prohibido de hacer. Have to and don't have to. Tener que, no tener que. ¿sí? Entonces pongo como regla general don't, pero recuerden que también tenemos otra formación para la tercera persona, la cual es doesn't, ¿sí? Perdón, un ratito. Doesn't, okay? Don't and doesn't. It will depend of the subject. As you know, if you have he, she, it, you are going to use doesn't. Examples. She has to get up at 7 every day. She doesn't have to work on Saturdays. Entonces, miren la diferencia. Veamos la regla. Use have to infinitive to talk about rules and obligations or to say something is necessary. Use don't have to infinitive to say there is no obligation or something it's not necessary. Entonces, si yo utilizo must para obligaciones y también utilizo have, ¿cuál de los dos puedo utilizar mejor? Entonces, ahí viene la diferencia entre estos dos factores. Must, to talk about obligations, algo que tienes que tú realmente hacer, no puedes evadirlo, debes hacerlo. Have to es tienes que, entonces ese tienes da a entender, si es que quieres lo haces, si no, no. Entonces, los profesores siempre dicen, you have to study hard, tienes que estudiar fuerte, pero tienes, o sea, ya depende de ti, porque uno dentro de clases puede hacer maravillas, pero si tú sales de la clase y ya te da, viene a tu mente la opción, ¿debo o tengo? ¿Debo hacerlo o tengo que hacerlo? Entonces, que siempre sea debo hacerlo, usted mismo oblíguese a aprender. Porque dicen, tengo como que tengo, lo hago, no lo hago, me voy de paseo mejor primero y después leo. No. Entonces, prioridades, chicos. Entonces, esa es la diferencia. Must, obligations. Strongly obligation. Have to, obligation, but you don't know if you are going to do it or no. Okay? Next. Don't contract have or has. I have to go, no I have to go. No puedes contraer aquí cuando demuestras obligación, no puedes contraer el verbo have. Must and have are very similar, but there is a small difference. Miremos aquí la diferencia que les estaba aplicando. We normally use have to for a general obligation, a rule at work. We normally use must when the speaker, let me see what happened here. When the speaker impose the obligation. Entonces, when the speaker impose the obligation. Cuando el que habla impone la obligación, chicos. ¿Sí? In this case, we're going to use must. Must es más fuerte que have. Veamos, chicos, una opinión diferente de este English teacher.
This is Mark. Thanks for watching. Hi, this is Mark. This is English Conversation Practice. Must. Have to. Obligations to help others. This is Mark. Thanks for watching. Hi, this is Mark. This is English Conversation Practice. Must. Personal duties. Have to. Obligations to help others. Do you want to go to the bookstore? Sorry, I can't. I must do my laundry today. Ah, that's too bad. Do you want to go to the shopping mall? Sorry, I can't. I must clean the bathroom today. Ah. Do you want to watch golf? Sorry, I can't. I must exercise today. Oh, good luck with that. Do you want to go to the movies? Sorry, I can't. I have to go to the supermarket today. Have fun. Do you want to go to the park? Sorry, I can't. I have to wash my wife's car today. Oh, okay. Do you want to go to the coffee shop? Sorry, I can't. I have to feed the dog today. Oh, okay. How about you? Do you want to go to the bookstore? Do you want to go to the shopping mall? Do you want to watch golf? Do you want to go to the movies? Do you want to go to the park? Do you want to go to the coffee shop? Okay, great job. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye.
Okay, students. This has been another different. Okay, so now you are going to choose the correct answer. Okay, ustedes en su cuaderno solamente me van a enviar la respuesta. Enumérenla, por favor, ¿sí? Entonces a esta le ponemos número 1 y por consecuente 2, 3, 4, ¿ok? Entonces van a tener 5 segundos para observar. We have to choose the correct option. You smoke in this room, according to the signal. Must, mustn't, don't have to. Choose the correct. Recuerden, enumerar y poner solamente la opción correcta. Next one. I do my homework. Must, have to, don't have to. Next. Choose the correct option. We must, we mustn't, or we don't have to be quiet. The signal, look at the signal, look at the picture. Somebody is telling, okay? Somebody is telling, right. So we must, we mustn't, or we don't have to, okay? Just answer, just choose the correct answer, and then you will send me the activity. You mustn't, or don't have to make noise in this area. Next one. You put the rubbish into the bin. Must, mustn't, or don't have to. Choose the correct. Choose the correct. You have to, mustn't, or don't have to take photos in this museum. Choose the correct, please. Next one. You speak on the phone on an airplane. Have to, mustn't, or don't have to. You swim in this river. It's dangerous. Choose correct. Have to, mustn't, don't have to. Choose a correct option. The traffic light is red. You have to, must, or don't have to. Okay, this has been the exercise, students. So right now, I will show you another extra exercise. Another extra exercise you will resolve right now. Let me see. Here we have. Okay, you are going to resolve this exercise. We have must, mustn't, can have to, don't have to. You are going to resolve it. So I will send this exercise to your WhatsApp group now. You are going to resolve it and you are going to send me this information to my email, okay? To my email address. Everybody know what's my email address. And remember, you will not send this document by WhatsApp. You will send this document to my email address, right? So you will have 15 minutes to finish it, 15 minutes to finish it, and I will receive it in my email address, okay? So we will see in the next session. Nos vemos en la siguiente sesión, jóvenes, ¿sí? Recuerden, este documento me lo envían a mi email, al correo que ya les he pasado a ustedes, de pozom.istjba @gmail.com. Me lo envían, tienen 15 minutos para hacerlo. Quien envíe después el tiempo no será revisado. Entonces, vamos haciendo rápido esta práctica, jóvenes, y nos vemos en la siguiente sesión. ¿Ok? Bye, bye.